Pops, how you doing?
Oh, just remembering the good old days. Every day is getting harder to remember stuff.
That's why I brought you this book.
What's that?
It's a memory book so you can remember stuff.
Really? Let's have a look at this.
On May 13th, 1981, Pope John Paul II was shot in St. Peter's Square
Hey, Dad,
in the
what's
Vatican
going on?
City.
Nothing. Just watching the news. I got something for you.
What is it?
It's a skateboard.
Wow, a skateboard. Can I try it out?
Of course you can,
Do you remember this, Dad?
I have some exciting news for you guys. We picked a date for the wedding. It's a month from today.
Congratulations.
Pew pew! Honey, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right, Forrest.
Yes, Lieutenant Dan.
Will you do me the honor of being my best man?
Lieutenant Dan. It would be such an honor for me to be your best man.
Can I go play in the living room, Dad?
Sure, Forrest.
We're so excited to have little Forrest as our ring bearer.
That would be so nice.
The very high standards that I demand of all court appointees. I have identified such a person. So today, I'm pleased to announce that upon completion of all the necessary checks by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I will send to the Senate the nomination of Judge Sandra Day O'Connor of Arizona Court of Appeals for confirmation as an Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court.
Wow, first woman on the Supreme Court. Times are changing.
Amazing.
Did you know that she was a conservative?
Really?
She was known for always stating her opinion and getting the facts.
So she's very opinionated and driven.
I'm bored now. Can we talk about the wedding again?
Oh yes, Forrest. Did you know that you're gonna play a part in Lieutenant Dan's wedding?
Oh, really? What do I do?
You, my boy, are going to bring me and my wife the rings.
Liking them eggs, Dad?
I'm loving them, but I reckon I don't know who you are.
Don't you remember when I wanted to be an astronaut? Meow. Meow. Oh shoot. How am I gonna be an astronaut now?
Well, as Grandma always said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're gonna get. What's that there?
This one here?
No, this one here. I don't remember that happening.
That was when 241 soldiers were killed in Lebanon. Don't you remember hearing on the radio at Lieutenant Dan's wedding?
No, I don't remember it. Can you tell me more about the soldiers killed and Lieutenant Dan's wedding happening? Because I can't remember.
Think about it. It was Sunday afternoon in October, and if I remember correctly, it was the 23rd. We were at Lieutenant Dan's wedding when this happened. How long have you known Lieutenant Dan?
Well, ever since I was sent to Vietnam, I've known him since the day I got there.
What happened to his legs?
Well, we was in the jungle when I found Lieutenant Dan on the ground. So I picked him up and did what your mama told me to do. I just ran. Lieutenant Dan lost his leg in Vietnam, but now he's got like magical legs or something.
Well, I'll be. How you been, Forrest?
I've been good, Lieutenant Dan. I brought little Forrest with me. Your magic legs okay?
They're holding me up. It's better than being in a wheelchair. Let's get going. The wedding's about to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're happy you could be with us today on this Sunday afternoon for the marriage of Dan Taylor and the soon-to-be Mrs. Taylor. Are you ready, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, I am.
And are you ready, Susan?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor, do you take Susan to be your lawful wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, until death do you part?
I do.
And Susan, do you take Dan to be your husband, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
You have declared your consent, and I now pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations. You may have the bride.
Is Lieutenant Dan happy?
I think so. I remember the day he made peace with God on that stricken boat. After all that, I think he's okay with being the way he is. It's just his destiny, I guess. That's okay. That's all I got for something like that.
What's my destiny?
I don't know. That's something you gotta figure out for yourself. I still don't know what mine is. Here you go, little Forrest. Just some toys for you to play with while I talk to Lieutenant Dan. Hi, Lieutenant Dan. What you watching on the TV over there?
Just a comedy. You mind? You're more fuzzy than a wet hen.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant Dan. I just can't help but hate the silence. It bothers me a lot.
Just take it easy. We're watching the Brady Bunch for crying out loud.
Hi, Dad.
Hiya, son. Enjoying playing with your toys over there?
Yeah.
There was just an explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear center in Ukraine. 2 workers died from the explosion. Citizens are currently being evacuated.
The first step in the shrimping business is patience.
It's hard to be patient when it's 33 degrees outside, Dad.
Okay, let's drop our net over here.
Now we wait. Dad, look, a huge oil boat up there.
That's a mighty fine boat to fish off of.
It looks like the boat hit something, and it's not moving.
Let's bring up the net and go check it out.
Dad, look, I think it's smoking. Oh my God, Dad, it exploded. Hopefully it doesn't blow up again. Whew, almighty, Dad, hopefully it doesn't explode again. Holy crap. It's gonna spew a ton of oil everywhere. What is the black stuff all over the shrimp?
I'm not sure.
I want to touch it.
Don't touch that.
Oh my God, it's oil!
Dad, do you remember this?
A little bit. It's kind of fuzzy.
There's no goddamn elevators in this veterans building. You okay? You should have let me die. You should have let me die.
Hey, come on. Yeah, what's going on here?
This is ridiculous. There's no elevators in this building.
We don't stand. 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 Don't stand.
Song that puts on.
Don't stand.
And I want to go play some ping pong.
We don't stand. We don't stand. We don't stand. We don't stand. Ow!
What you watching?
I'm watching something about the war in the desert or something like that.
War in the desert? What's it about?
Something called Operation Desert Storm, I think.
Okay.
What was that for?
No, I'm sorry.
I couldn't watch that.
Why?
Well, I probably haven't told you this. Maybe I had. I used to be in war.
What war?
Vietnam.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't know.
No, it's fine. I especially don't want you seeing this kind of stuff.
Well, I didn't know, Dad. I'm sorry, I didn't know that you experienced that.
Yeah, lost my best friend there. To Mr. Forrest Gump. We would like to personally invite you, Forrest Gump, to play and teach ping pong to our wounded soldiers from Operation Desert Storm. If you are interested, please send a letter to the return address listed stating whether or not you would like to accept this offer. Go Forrest!
Yeah, Dad?
I'm gonna be going off to like teach the guys how to play ping pong. Would you like to come?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Hey, Dad.
So, Dad, who'd you play ping pong with? Really?
Yeah. You guys want to learn how to play ping pong?
Can you teach me how to play?
Sure. Here.
Alright.
All you gotta do is keep your eye on the ball and hit it. Okay?
Alright. Ready, Dad?
Ready. Hey, you got it.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. Ready, Dad?
Ready. Okay, that's right.
Alright.
Does anyone else want to go? Okay, go ahead. There you go, kid.
Yay! I'm like my dad. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Hey buddy, what you watching?
Nothing, just watching some cartoons.
Nice, flip to the news, channel 2.
Okay.
Good evening. We have breaking news from New York. A bomb exploded on the second basement level of Vista Hotel's public parking garage, which is under the World Trade Center. No more information is available at this time. As soon as we know, you will know. Stay safe and have a good evening.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Who would do such a thing? Mama always said there's nasty people out there, just like back in Nam.
I wish I could have met Grandma Gump.
This just in, Kurt Cobain shows signs of depression. More at 6.
Dad, who's that?
I think it's that lead singer from that Nirvana band, or whatever it's called.
Well, Dad, there are many bad things happening out there. Do you remember any from Vietnam?
Yeah, I sure do. What do you want to hear, son?
Anything you want, Dad.
Well, there's this one guy. His name was Bubba.
Like the guy you named your shrimping business after?
Why, yes it is. He was my best pal. I promised I'd be shrimping partners with him after the war. Well, he died in Vietnam.
Well, he seemed like a nice guy by the way you talked about him.
Sure was. There isn't a day that goes by where I don't think about him. Why, I still talk to his family almost every week through mail.
If you let me play sports. If you let me play. If you let me play. I'll be 60% less likely to get breast cancer. I will suffer less depression. If you let me play sports. I will be more likely to leave a man who beats. If you let me play. I will be less likely to get pregnant before I want to. I will learn what it means to be strong. To be strong. If you let me play. Play sports. If you let me play sports.
He's been arrested and is awaiting trial. There are currently hundreds of people volunteering for search and rescue, along with cleaning up the rubble. Thank you for watching Alabama News, and I'll see you all tonight at 5 p.m.
My name is Forrest Gump. I lost a lot of friends back at Nam, and I'm terribly sorry for the loss you had to go through on April 19th, 1995. Some of you lost your kids, and I have my own kid, and I couldn't imagine that. I fought for my country, and I love the United States of America. This is my home, and no one will attack my home again. And that's all I got to say about that.
Woo! Thank you, Forrest Gump.
Tom, did you read the daily paper?
I skimmed it. Why?
The news headline? The words shooting, high school, or 13 dead?
That was on there?
You seeing it or not seeing it is not the point I'm trying to make. There was a shooting at a school, a high school. Who could even think of that? How could that even happen?
Can you give me some more details so I can know what you're talking about?
Columbine High School. It happened on April 20th. Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris were the gunmen. They shot 33 people, 13 dead, and 20 were injured. Then they turned the guns on themselves and committed suicide.
I just don't understand how this can happen.
Well, as you know, there's not much security at school, so my dad went to school. He got bored one day, went out for a long run, and no one could find him because he was running.
I just still don't understand how somebody can make a plan like that and follow through.
Neither do I, but we'll learn more when the news report comes on TV.
Yeah.
Right, your ring is
Hey son, look, there's a president. Go over and get a picture.
Okay, Dad.
Oh no, that man took our picture. What are we gonna do?
We'll take care of it later. We have to make sure this picture doesn't get to the public.
Excuse me, sir. What's your name?
Forrest Gump.
You have to come with me. Mr. Clinton says that he needs to see you.
Why?
Because this is an urgent matter. It doesn't matter what your problem is. You need to come with me.
Mr. Gump.
Hello, Mr. President Bill Clinton, sir. It's an honor to meet you.
Hey son, I heard you were in the crowd for the lawn party.
I was, sir. It was me and my son. We was watching the crowd to see if we could see you, Mr. President.
Did you take a picture of anything?
Well, yes, sir. I took them with my Polaroid. I took pictures of lots of stuff. The Washington Monument, the White House, you.
You happened to take a picture of me.
Well, I just did. But I also took a picture of my boy in the crowd, and you was with it, some lady in it.
Have that picture.
Well, I took it on my Polaroid, and I was walking when your guard stopped me, and I dropped the picture. I tried to pick it up, but your guard stopped me and told me to keep going.
What? Okay, thank you for the information. Try and find the picture.
Will do, sir. Thank you, Mr. President, sir.
Everybody try and find the picture immediately.
How could we let this happen? If the word gets out, we'll be ruined.
We'll take care of it later. We have to make sure this picture doesn't get to the public.
Hey, come watch this new TV show.
What's it called?
SpongeBob SquarePants?
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of it. Better be good.
What is this?
I don't know, man. It kind of looks like a memorial service for the victims of the shooting.
On September 11, 2001, there was a terrorist attack on the Twin Towers and the Pentagon. I had to be walking by that Twin Towers that day.
Oh, I'm late. Out of my way.
I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm late.
On all fours. Someone needs to help him.
No way, I'm out of here.
Please help!
Is everything okay now?
No, please help us.
That's all right. I got it. I'll save him.
Thank you for saving us.
I got this. Does anyone need help?
No, stop. That was bad. You have to wait for her to talk. And then you say, help us.
I'll help you. All you gotta do is help me. Let's get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a test. This is the real deal. And I don't want to panic you, but I want to make sure that you understand that there's a major hurricane that is in the Gulf of Mexico. Welcome back. You heard the mayor. Hurricane Katrina's impact on low-lying buildings. It could be devastating. Big Easy bracing for Katrina.
Well, this storm surge is getting pretty intense now. The winds are picking up. Highway 90. Get back to the hotel. Here's the current radar loop. We're in Gump.
The best day of my life is when I married Daisy.
What is that?
It's a letter. They sent me back to Iraq.
Really? We just got married.
3 months. Afghanistan and Iraq were different, but not by much. The people still look the same. People were still fighting. People were still fighting and killing. And I was scared, and I missed my friend, Buddy. Daisy wrote me a letter. That's when she told me she was pregnant. She had been around for 4 months. We were gonna have a little boy.
On July 7th, 2005, 4 radical Islamic terrorists bombed several methods of public transport in London. Three terrorists targeted an underground train, while a fourth targeted a double-decker bus. 52 were killed, and 700 were injured. In response, the United States was sent into a state of panic. Nobody knew if we were going to be attacked next, or what we should do in response to the incident. We were scared. The Department of Homeland Security raised terror alert to orange for mass transit in large cities. That is how serious this issue was to us. For example, the New York City Police announced that they would be conducting random searches in the New York City subway station. We wanted to ensure the safety of our U.S. citizens. Many Americans in New York were affected by the searches due to the fact that they could not reach their intended destinations quickly and efficiently.
Good. Okay. Good.
What's going on, officer? There's a bombing in London. We gotta search you. Got anything to hide? Give me a second. I'm gonna get a call.
I'll give the call.
Hey, son, I just wanted to call you and let you know that the police are conducting searches at the New York subway station. So I just wanted to call and let you know that you have about 15 minutes to get to your interview today. So don't miss it.
Thanks, Dad. I'm already here. I'm gonna be late as it is.
All right, son. So good luck on that interview.
Thanks, Dad.
That's my interview. It's 12:30. Oh, I don't want to make it to 12:30.
Open the paper now!
Here for my interview.
Oh, come on in.
What a beautiful day it is.
You know it'd be beautiful? Some goddamn shrimp.
Just a slow day, I reckon. Why don't we try again tomorrow?
I'm not leaving until I get some shrimp.
But, Forrest!
Daisy! Damn it, Bub, you're a mess.
Gas or oil. At this point, is that oil in danger now of escaping into the sea?
That is correct. Daisy, come look at this.
The potential right now is you got almost 336,000 gallons of...
Forrest, that will be why we weren't catching any shrimp.
...per day that was coming out of that.
Wait.
Forrest, come here, come look. This is incredible.
What? I'm busy doing something important.
Look, the Dawn's taking all the oil right out above.
Wow, it looks great. I wonder how many other animals we could help.
That's a great idea.
Well, guess the only hotel we can find for the night.
Yeah, I guess this works.
Earthquake!
Holy shit.
You're late. Do you need a doctor? Hey, oh my God, you're late. You're late.
Hey, Dad.
Son! So what are you doing here?
I came here with the Peace Corps.
Lieutenant Dan and I have been helping in Haiti. You should help us.
Okay. What are you looking at?
Just a scrapbook of some of our memories.
Oh. What are you looking at?
Well, this is when we went to Flint, Michigan to help them with their water crisis.
Who?
Flint, Michigan. I went with Daisy.
Daisy?
Yeah, my wife.
Who?
My wife. You know that.
Oh. How's that?
Yeah. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you take a picture of us?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Here, come on. You guys get into it.
Smile.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
Let me look at it. Instagram?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
And then after that, we were on a plane heading south. I thought we were going back to Louisiana, but you wanted to visit another country for a while. That country was Cuba. We even met the president there. Turns out he remembers you from your marathon around the country when you ran for Mom. He said he'd love the honor to shake your hand.
Mr. President, President Castro is ready to see you.
Didn't I just see you outside?
Oh yeah, sorry for not recognizing you, Mr. President.
After your dad, huh?
Yes, sir.
I guess you two get mixed up, huh?
Occasionally.
Mr. President!
Forrest and Lieutenant Dan take Little Forrest on his first investigation, but things go south when the IRA gets involved.
Oh no! Oh no!
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant?
We've been compromised.
Oh no! No!
Lieutenant Dan. You're such a great man. I love the stories about you and my dad on that shrimp boat. Oh, the shrimp. What is all this?
They needed new things. They came with very little. The only way that I could get new things was on. Well, anyway, welcome home, son. It's nice to see you. How have you been?
Dad, why are there children in the front yard? Who are they?
They needed somewhere to go. No one would take them.
But who are they? Where did they come from?
Most of them came from very dangerous places. They could not risk living with their families.
Where did they come from?
They came from many places, but mostly Mexico.
This is why Donald Trump needs to build a...
You have no idea what these people have been through to get here. Not everything you see on TV is true. Building a wall would do nothing but waste millions of dollars.
But you do realize this is illegal, right? If you get caught, you won't be the only one in trouble. All these people will be sent back right where they came from.
I'm only trying to help them. There's enough space here.
But why do you have to help them? You don't know them personally. You don't know who they are, what they've done, what illnesses they're bringing here. You could be helping people in your own country, like the people you served with in Vietnam.
They came to me. I didn't ask for this. All I know is that I have to help them in some way. I can't throw them back on the streets to be deported.
See, Dad, walls work.
Who's that young man in the photo?
That's me at Nathan Bedford Forest Memorial. You know, the guy your mama named you after.
Yeah, well, tell me about the trip there.
Me and my wife went on vacation the summer of 2003 after we got married. She wasn't feeling well that day, so she stayed behind at the hotel.
Was she okay?
Yeah, she just had a stomach virus.
Due to Americans taking offense of the Confederate monuments being memorialized, a few have been demolished.
My mama always said that I was named after this man, just like my pa.
I don't think that's something that you should be proud about.
Yeah. My grandma always said, sometimes we all just do things that don't make sense.
That really doesn't make sense. Sorry.
You think you could take a picture?
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Thank you.
So, like, who is this guy anyways?
Nathan Bedford Forrest, the first Grand Wizard of the KKK.
The KKK?
Yeah.
I don't think that's something you should be very proud about.
Well, my grandma always said, stupid is as stupid does. Oh, well, if you'll excuse me, I have to take this. It was nice talking to you.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Dad, do you remember this?
No, who is that?
That's your friend President Donald Trump and North Korean Chairman Kim Jong-un at the Singapore summit.
Why is this picture in the book then?
This was the first meeting between leaders of the U.S. and North Korea. Tensions were high, and there was concern of a nuclear war.
When did I see this?
Saw this June 20. Do you recall? You were on your phone scrolling through Twitter and saw this picture.
Why was there concern about a nuclear war?
Well, you see, North Korea launched practice nuclear weapons international, which spiked international concerns. And President Donald Trump threatened that if North Korea doesn't cooperate with the U.S., we will take military action. So the two leaders held a summit to discuss the denuclearization of North Korea.
Oh yeah, I remember that. After I saw that, I wanted to meet President Donald Trump, so you took me to the White House. We became friends. We were like peas and carrots.
Yes, you remember. Do you recall what you and President Trump did at the White House that day?
No, I can't remember.
So you remember seeing the picture of Twitter?
Yes, I remember now.
Well, after seeing the picture, you wanted to go see the man in the picture, President Donald Trump. Do you remember wanting to meet him?
Yes, I met many other U.S. presidents, and I wanted to meet this one too.
Yes, so I booked a plane tickets for you, River, and I to take a Gump Boys trip to the White House.
Oh yeah, River was there, and he played with Donald Trump's son.
Yeah!
First, he gave me a personal tour of the White House, then he invited me to play golf with him and the boys went swimming. It was really fun. I remember.